How did we get to that? I was just asking how her weekend was. Now all of a sudden you're a racist.
This is why we don't have casual conversations.
Yeah,
Have
we're
you
not
watched
allowed
any new movie shows or football?
I know what you're doing, and I don't like it.
I'm having casual
You're trying to
conversation.
make fun of me.
No, I'm terrible. I'm terrible.
He's actually making fun of me right now.
I'm terrible at small talk. You should hear me when I go to the barber. I just sit there. Thanks, you can keep the change. That's all I say.
Bald, they're like,
I had to start.
waiting for you to tell them when to stop.
I had to start shaving my head. They were like,
They don't want you to come back.
They're like, just let us know when you want it short. And Kenny's refusing to talk. So by the end of it, he's just bald.
I think that's honest things. There's the guys that talk in the barbershop. There's the guys that talk so everyone in the barbershop can hear. And then there's just me. And then other people like me that we give the knowing look like. I mean,
It's like a pact.
I don't have a problem with them.
Silence pact.
It seems forced.
Yeah, speaking of force, it was really hard to find this beer.
That was forced. You're right. I could really go for a beer.
Brooklyn Brewery Winter IPA, Sledder's Choice IPA.
Looked at the wrong camera.
How many-
Sledders?
Yeah, how many sledders do you think they interviewed in an exit interview? Like, that hill was badass. What's your favorite beer? Brooklyn Winter IPA.
Yeah, because Brooklyn was handing out free beers at this at this hill.
They claim that they're the Sledder's Choice.
I think they got a typo, and it's supposed to be Slider's Choice from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Shredders, not Sliders.
Sliders
This isn't
are the
That's what I
White
got.
Castle.
Sliders are the mini sandwiches.
I got it. That's. Oh,
Seth could slam some sliders.
Yeah, we used to do, what are they called? The crave cases?
Yep.
Yeah, that's the original Crave case race.
What is?
Instead of like
that.
case race of beer, it was how many cases can we slam of sliders? Maybe.
Was it us? Or are you saying this is a thing or not? This is a real thing?
I'm saying that I don't have a.
He's so flustered right
Yeah.
now.
If you keep wearing
He's
that
pissed.
sweater, you're gonna get slammed by some sledders.
Yeah, we never did a case race of
Sliders.
White Castle.
No, that would be a bad idea. Pours nice.
Yeah, it does.
Gravity,
Science.
I like the color.
falls out of the can like most other beers.
It's a nutty looking color, and
What actor does this most closely resemble color-wise? Are you allowed to say that?
That's a good. I like that. We should do that.
who's the guy from Eastbound and Down?
Kenny Powers.
Yeah,
Danny McBride?
Danny
Yeah,
McBride.
sorry.
Yeah, well, from Pineapple Express after he gets exploded and gets killed by the Daewoo Lanos.
Oh,
When he's like burnt. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's burnt Danny McBride.
Okay.
Right there.
very specific.
Very.
I don't think
Nice.
we can top that.
It's opaque orange. Just trying to set Kenny off today.
I'm good. I'm in a good place today.
So this is the only winter IPA that we know of, yes?
Yeah. When I went to Untapped, it classifies it as a red IPA. It's a 7%.
Like a flight? A red IPA?
Like it. Yeah, you catch this one on the West Coast.
No one takes red eyes to PA.
The red-eyed IPA.
I need the red eye to Pittsburgh stat. Got an emergency fashion meeting. I don't know.
Fashion.
Why? What do people go to? No one needs to get to Pennsylvania in a
They
hurry.
need
That's what I'm
chocolate.
saying.
God, I got to Allegheny.
They need chocolate from Hershey.
Yeah, no one goes to Pittsburgh fast. They're like,
Nick's going to be wearing a red IPA shirt next episode.
I might. Who knows?
He's on Amazon looking for it right now.
Yeah, what's the Amazon return policy for that hat?
What hat?
you didn't own that last time I met you.
Yeah, I may have already started a return for this hat, but
I would have
It's
returned it too. Look at
Brooklyn
it.
Dodgers, right? We're doing Brooklyn Brewery. It pays a lot of homage. The artist that actually did the I Love New York logo, in my fact finding endeavors, Milton Glasser is the one who made the I Love New York logo. It's the logo that he made for the Brooklyn Brewery is meant to evoke baseball nostalgia for the Brooklyn Dodgers. So I wanted to have the hat to kind of tell a little bit about the history.
Do you know what else Milton Glasser did the logo for?
No.
DC Comics.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah,
Oh, there you go.
that's all I know.
Oh, well, that's a
I have to leave, so that's
Nice
I
little
just wanted to
factoid.
contribute.
It's a nice little factoid, Kenny. Kenny,
Thanks.
I don't
Factoid.
articulate words very well, so I was hoping that you, for our listeners and viewers, you could read off this really cool can, and it's nostalgia.
Put my cheaters on.
Nick's hitting nostalgia twice in one stanza. I don't know what we would call that when he was just speaking.
Speaking of forced, you will like this beer. It will evoke nostalgia. You want me to read this?
Yeah.
Cold weather calls for thick knit hats. Oh, that's why you wanted me to say it. It's a tongue twister. Swift sleds and winter IPA, frosty trident, and Simcoe hops meet rye spice in one wintry bundle.
Interesting.
That was quite the. Today's Tom Sawyer, mean guy.
What is happening?
It sounded like Rush, but it wasn't. Anyways.
Sorry, I couldn't hear it because I had Nick soloed.
Oh. Now I can't hear you.
Yeah.
Well, so some really funny things that I saw on the can. I feel like people are getting really witty with their cans now. It says tastings of juniper jam and snowfall. Like, how do you? Everybody goes outside, tastes some snowflakes, and they're like, that's what's in this can.
That's what you do outside?
Sledders do.
Sledders would.
Sledders have a different taste palette than the average person, I would say.
You would say my dad knows what a snowfall tastes like because he went sledding and hit a snowdrift and busted out all his front teeth when he was a kid.
What?
So that's what it tastes like. Blood and hospital trips, probably.
Sounds expensive. They should have just put them down.
I think back then they used wood teeth, though. Probably cheap.
Yeah, like Washington.
Just carve it out of pine.
Did that actually happen, though? Your dad lost all his...
Yeah, his front 3 or 4 teeth are fake. Sorry, Dad.
Yeah, stolen valor.
Story's out.
Story's
Stolen
out.
valor. Why?
She's got fake teeth in there, dude.
Yeah.
It's just cheating.
Yep.
So this obviously comes from Brooklyn, New York. And I found this at a Giant Eagle on the Go in Bexley.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Does this go back to like the different tiers of Giant Eagles and Targets and stuff?
It might.
A Giant Eagle on the go?
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Not a
Giant
get-go?
Eagle on the go.
Not a get-go.
What is happening with America?
What is a giant eagle on the go?
I don't know. It's like a mini. It's like, have you ever been to a Giant Eagle market district? They're like extravagant, right?
Yep.
Think of that on like in a microcosm of like maybe a 10% or 10%.
Wait, hold on. So you're taking a normal giant eagle. You're saying think of the bigger one and then condense that into a smaller
version.
and it's like 1/10 of that. But like of a normal giant eagle, it's probably 1/5.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think
I need to see a graph.
I don't have a graph for you, Kenny. I know what you're trying to do. IBUs. 65 of them.
Trying to get you. I've only seen the Kroger ones of those though, and then it went out of business. There was one at Wagner and
Kennedy.
Kennedy, and it shut down after like a year.
Too many shootings.
You said 65 IBU?
There was one
Yeah,
shooting.
very.
There, yeah.
Kenny was the one who wanted me to find this beer, and I did find it, right? But I've learned there's a trend with Kenny and his likes. He likes high IBU with high percentage. So clearly,
Because it's a punch to the face.
yeah, Kenny just must not like life. So he just wants to get it over with quick.
That's a. What,
You were the one that told
What
us
do you
to
have
jump
written
off a
down over
cliff
there?
because we have an option.
no, I didn't say I wanted you to. I just said
There's an option.
think about
Yeah,
it.
you're the one who thought that way.
I do like strong beers that have a high taste. The bitter is good. This is like the second highest one that we've had on this podcast after Juicy Truth, I think, from looking at the spreadsheet. So this one's 65 IBU, is that what you said?
Yep.
And I think Juicy Truth is only 75. So the IPAs are always higher.
Yeah.
So that makes
Extra
sense.
hops.
Yeah. More hops.
Yeah, I mean, it has 3.52 on 10,000 reviews. So, I mean, it's a decently average beer when it comes to normal daily drinkers. So, I mean, it has a pretty good value from Untapped. What are you smiling about? What did I say wrong?
We're looking at the same graph, and I just realized I could probably type something, and you would say it like,
Yeah.
I like
probably.
do the cha-cha.
I like a dude. For the love of God, anything you put on the teleprompter, Ron Burgundy will read.
That's it. That's the one.
So is this beer in the middle of what we've done, review-wise?
With 10K reviews, is that what you're asking?
No, the score itself.
Yeah, right. A little bit higher. No, there's very few. I think there was one that we've done that was above 4.
Yeah.
This is right there. It's a 3.78. It has a lot less, or no, 3.67. I'm sorry.
What?
Nope.
That was 3.25.
3.52. Sorry.
5.2.
Just a lot of numbers. 3.52 with 10,000 reviews. So that's a lot less reviews than a lot of the ones we've tried, but it's a pretty good score.
Your voice is kind of deep. What happened? Did you get perhaps throated?
Perhaps.
Did you try pineapple juice?
I've heard that. I'm just not really into Eastern medicine. So
No, it's cool. My friend went to TikTok school, and he recommended it.
Okay.
would you call him a TikToker? Doctor? TikToker? I don't know. There was something there. I dismissed it. TikToker. TikToker. TikTok doc.
It's Nick, for anyone not getting this.
Call him Dr. TikTok.
Ha ha ha. You guys are so funny.
Do you like this beer?
I actually do. 65. I mean,
Does that mean you hate
it's
life?
Definitely. No, it doesn't mean that I hate life. I'm just saying that there's a trend with the beer you like, and it's all high alcohol content and very bitter.
Yeah.
How's your morale, Kenny?
Hi. It's Friday.
Yeah. When looking at the success in 2013, their output for the brewery itself was 217,000 barrels per year, which is relatively big for a beer that just started in '88. Wouldn't really call it big beer. It's still under the craft umbrella.
They've been around for a minute, though.
Yeah, '88.
Yeah.
Steve Hindy and Tom Potter are the people who started. Not related to Harry Potter, by the way.
Because he's not a real person.
You know who else is in the craft umbrella? Rihanna.
Ella.
She's under it, right?
Hey,
I like Rihanna a lot.
do you?
She's
I don't
She's
think
cute.
she's that cute.
Wait, hold on. Rihanna versus
Oh boy.
Monsters Ball. Who's that chick? What's her name? Halle Berry.
Halle
Who
Berry?
are you going with?
Rihanna easy.
Yeah, probably Rihanna over Halle Berry.
Halle Berry.
Rihanna. Sorry. Yeah.
Why are you sorry? That's good.
Marvin Berry.
Although Halle Berry was a Bond girl, so
Wait.
she's got that going for her.
Do I have to do the thing where we said Berry, so then Nick said some other berry because you got Pavlovian associated with some bullshit?
Mulberry.
Yeah, it's a movie. I said Marvin.
Nick, what is wrong with you?
A lot.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
When you're like with like customers and they say words, do you just randomly in their home? So it is controllable.
It is. It's when I'm around people that
Oh shit.
Good to know.
when I'm having fun with friends, I'm gonna just be myself, and that's
All right.
just random, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, it translates better to not on a podcast when that happens. Like in real life, it's generally like I don't have to go back and edit out. Like, although in that one, I guess somebody could be like, "Yeah, I get that," because Berry was said. You know, and maybe I'll say Chuck Berry now. That's a person, right?
What about Mulberry?
Why you gotta make that face with your lower lip?
Thimbleberry.
Anyways,
Wait, don't say anyways like I fucked this up.
Way to get us off topic, Seth. We were talking about Marvin Berry. What were we talking about with Marvin Berry again?
no.
We actually were talking about
Halle
Rihanna
Berry.
and Halle Berry.
Rihanna. Yeah, somebody said umbrella when you brought up umbrella. Rihanna.
Because you guys are all wrong.
Okay.
You'd pick Halle Berry?
From Swordfish, right? Not Monsters Ball.
You're just pulling out these 90s
What do you mean?
drama thrillers.
Dude, she's
would-
in there with John Travolta. It's a good movie.
No, I take John Travolta from Face Off, but only when he
Not
switches
Christian.
with Nicolas
Which one,
Cage.
though? Yeah.
Wasn't it Christian Slater?
No.
He's in Broken Arrow.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Kelly
so
Slater?
Hindi, no, real. I want to get back to the success, right?
Oh, sorry.
This beer won an award in 2012. No, their Brooklyn Lager did actually in 2012.
this again?
Esquire.
The smoke beer category.
No, Esquire
this
gave
beer.
them best canned beers to drink now to their East India Pale Ale and their Brooklyn Lager. So Esquire, pretty cool, like GQ-ish magazine gave them an award. I don't know how much weight you would put behind that award, but that's pretty cool. Esquire magazine.
Esquire?
Yeah, Esquire.
Esquire.
Esquire. Not Billy Squire. There we went. I went on a tangent again. Anyways, so Steve Hindy and Tom Potter. Hindy actually was working for the Associated Press and was on a 6-year stint in like the Middle East, and he learned how to brew beer from a lot of these other people from the press that were overseas that were doing their own homebrew kits in these foreign countries that were prohibiting alcohol. So that's where, when he came back, he actually was like, met with Tom Potter. They did their own thing. They actually originally didn't brew their own beer. They were using another distributor. Was it Matt?
So they went to the
Matt's
Middle
brewing
East.
company.
They went to the Middle East.
Indy did, not Tom Potter. Tom
He went
Potter
to-
graduated from Yale.
All right, a lot of facts. Hold on, let's take one at a time.
He went to
here.
the Middle East for 6 years working for Associated Press.
Yes.
He learned how to brew beer from other people that were there as journalists also, not natural, like not citizens of wherever he was in Kuwait and
It just
Saudi
stated-
Arabia.
It just stated other people that were there. that
And they were brewing beer as journalists in the foreign country because it was illegal to.
have beer there. So they were.
That seems a little risky.
Right?
Like, I don't want to go to Saudi Arabia and then be like, which beer I don't think is illegal in Saudi Arabia. Fact check me, but
Yeah.
you're just like, I'm going to make my own beer here because
Yeah. So he was in.
I need some
places
hops, but I can't tell you why.
Yeah, you're like, you guys are all making toilet wine in the Middle East. I would like to also get in on that action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, there's toilets?
Whatever, hole in the ground
They
wine,
just squatted over a hole.
squatty potty wine.
Yeah, something like that.
Body wine.
Maybe that's Bangladesh. Who knows?
They had shit in a hole there, so that'd be really hard to get that out.
That's actually
Yeah.
the most un-American thing ever. You go to the Middle East and you don't take over some other country or like look for oil.
Yeah, you just
They're from the press. They're not military.
BYOB, brew your own beer.
I thought that was cool, though, right? So
that's
then he comes
interesting.
back and he meets up with Tom Potter.
What part was cool?
The fact that he learned how to do that, learned how to make the beer homebrew with other people that were also wanting to have beer that were stuck overseas.
Yeah, it's like Tony Stark made beer in 3 days in a cave, right?
Yeah,
Did he do
kinda.
that?
That's what he did.
I don't know.
No, he made Iron Man.
Yeah, one might say that beer is cooler though.
Yeah, maybe. Well,
If
colder.
you put it in a fridge.
There you go. That's it. Where are they today?
Brooklyn, Williamsburg actually is the part. Geez, I can't talk. The part of Brooklyn that they reside.
Is that a neighborhood then? Like,
Yeah,
is
it's
that
like
a
a-
borough? I'm not from New York. Borough? The five bureau. How do you say that?
Borough.
It's not bureau.
I'm not going to say anything.
You know what I'm talking about? BOROUGH.
A burrow.
Yeah.
Like a hole in the ground?
No, like the quarterback.
Oh, yeah. Williamsburg is next to Joe Burrow. They're available in more than 30 countries on 5 different continents. That's
Ouchie
kind of cool.
handy.
But not in the Middle East.
No, probably not. Is it illegal?
No, they partnered with Carlsberg.
Is that the Middle East?
No, that's
Yeah,
Europe.
Carlsberg owns all the brand rights in Europe and Asia.
So Asia. There you go.
Pretty cool to start a company in 1988.
8.
And then in 2020, you sold your brand rights to that company just for Europe and Asia for $130 million.
Sounds like the only good thing that came out of 88.
Hey.
I'm
You
kidding.
were here.
Yeah, I was.
Our elf is from '88.
I got to go back to when Nick was mad that I didn't know he wore swishies for like the first 8 years of his life. But then I said that was the only good thing that came of 88 last time. And I was born in 88, but Nick didn't give a fuck. So there's that too. So who knows more about who?
Wait,
Facts.
I thought Nick's legs didn't get cold. That's why he always
They
wore
really
shorts in the
don't.
middle of winter.
They don't.
Nick would always have just have shorts on. It's
Nick
like
would just walk around without
it's
pants.
5 degrees outside, and I was like, Nick, don't you own pants? My legs don't get cold.
They don't.
A few moments later.
All right. Anyways, back to away from my diabetes.
Next week, Nick does the podcast with one leg.
I learned that in 2004, Tom Potter actually left. He left in 2004 and joined a distillery in New York-based distillery. So,
like liquor and spirits.
yeah, liquor and spirits instead of beer. So, I can't tell if Steve Hindy is still related in the sphere of Brooklyn Brewery, but
Steve Hendy is.
he is. Okay,
Still the
you found
CEO.
that. He is still CEO.
Unless he's watching. They sold 25% of their stake to a Japanese company,
Kieran,
Kirin Beer,
nice.
or beverage company, I guess. But they
Yeah.
make Kirin Beer.
Yeah, I've had that. That's good beer. I've gotten it at what are the place
A Giant Eagle Marketplace District Square.
District 5.
District 5, stay alive.
Wait, you're
Dang
saying that they sold steak to the Japanese? Was
Yeah.
it Wagyu?
Beef?
Yeah, isn't that like how they grade it? I don't know. Your wife grades papers. Bring her down here.
Yeah. This beer gets a A+ Wagyu rating.
We were doing word association.
Association, like the International Planters Association. This is an IPA, right? International Planters Association. I don't know. We're just making up words now.
I mean, the guy's name is Hindi and he did an IPA.
I thought his name was Harry.
No.
Potter?
Tom.
Oh, that was Tom Hiddleston.
Potter.
Yeah, something like that. I don't
There you
know.
go.
But it's good beer. It's high in alcohol and very bitter, so obviously I like it.
It doesn't really feel IPA. I don't
Really?
get the
Yeah, it doesn't actually. I'm not a big IPA fan because it tastes like hairspray to
hairspray.
me.
Jinx, you can't talk anymore. I'm not going to unjinx you.
Our podcast will be successful now.
No laughing either. Okay, go ahead.
So they also, I couldn't find out when this was, or I wrote it down and then deleted it, but they won a James Beard Award for
Mitch
No.
Hedberg.
What did I do?
The fact that you said you wrote it down and then deleted it.
I thought I wrote it down, but their brewmaster Garrett Oliver won a James Beard Award for the most outstanding spirit, wine, or beer professional, which is the first brewer ever to win that. I thought it was 2012, but I might have taken that down.
Wait, hold on. It was the what?
James Beard Brewmaster. It goes to the most outstanding spirit, wine, or beer professional, and he was the first brewer to ever win it. Garrett Oliver, their brewmaster at Brooklyn, won this award. He was the first brewer to win it.
Yeah, I know you said it.
Sorry.
I was just trying to figure out. I was looking up this award to see who the previous winners would be. If it was the first beer, then they were all spirits prior to this, and like what year did this start? I was interested to see who some of the winners were.
Gotcha. In 2007, they made Black Ops. They gave that to their employees as a holiday surprise.
Wait, Black Ops is a holiday surprise.
That was a beer that they made for their employees. So that was pretty cool. Like,
Yeah.
here's welcome to the holiday party. Here's a beer that we made. You get to enjoy it first. So that's pretty cool to work there.
Well,
then.
it's more like the Middle East. Like Black Ops, here's a Black Ops surprise. You guys are fucked again. But you didn't know.
Everything
Whoops.
Black Ops is a surprise, am I right?
Speaking of C4, Nick, show your other drink. You should be in jail for this with Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers works out.
I don't work out. But that same Black
Fun
Ops
fact.
beer, hold on, I did find this out too. In 2019, the same Black Ops beer was aged in Four Roses small batch barrels.
Oh,
So maybe there's a little bit of like rekindling between Tom Potter and Brooklyn Brewery because he was in the spirits business. So maybe there's some correlation there.
who actually says spirits other than... I feel like next time I go and order something, ask a list of your spirits.
You have a spirits list?
sir.
Mediums, people, tarot card readers,
Yeah.
people that have crystals, people that carry stones around that think they're valuable.
I hate those people.
My
Ghost
asshole's
hunters.
in retrograde right now.
Generally reserved for those types. But yeah, anyone who says spirit, that's pretty cool in my book.
If you go to any restaurant on Yelp that has $3 symbols under its review, they're going to have a spirits menu probably.
Yeah, and their
probably not
prices
wrong.
won't be available online.
No, they won't even be on the menu.
They'll get you in there.
You ever been to those places?
Market price.
Where you just go in and it says like macaroni and cheese. I'm like, I'm sorry, I base my order off of the price. I don't base my order off of what I want.
I'm a big quantity guy. Yeah, we should do a what is it? Patio drinks and nostalgic meals. We'll have what are the things that pull up? The
Food trucks?
Yes, but we'll have
Not Nick.
we will not we will not list the prices. We'll have a food truck with the $4 signs.
Oh yeah,
No
just
price list.
just no whatever. Yeah, market
No
price for
prices.
grilled cheese.
It's $107 like cheeseburger.
American cheese is high today. It opened high, it closed low.
It's almost like the price is right. Somebody spins a wheel.
They're like,
They
I
guess
love
$1 babaka.
I love your sandwiches, but I've always paid high prices. Well, there you go.
It's the market.
The market dictates
You
it.
can basically blame the market for any
Anything.
shortcoming in your life, and you'd be all right.
I'm glad that we're talking about markets because
Boston.
Because
just because
Giant Eagle.
because Brooklyn, the Tom Potter graduated from Yale, had a economics degree, And he also, where did I find? I swear that I had this written down.
What was it? Just talk about it.
So Tom Potter was for the chemistry bank. Do you know what I'm talking about?
It's like a sperm bank adjacent.
No, hold on.
What's
Chemistry
a
bank. It
chemical
was
bank?
chemical bank. Sorry. Yes, he was an assisted vice president at the chemical bank, which is one of the biggest banks
In the Middle East, the
No.
chemical bank, right?
So this brewery was brought to us by a AP Associated Press journalist and a chemical bank vice president.
Yeah, so Tom Potter, right, was Chemical Bank, was
Weird
a bank
combination.
with
Don't wanna buy it
headquarters in New
anymore.
York City from 1824 to 1996. Chemical Bank was the third largest bank in the U.S. So, I mean, he was
They're
pretty
not
big
around
in the
anymore,
business
though.
in the market, right?
They're not around anymore.
Yeah, they're not.
They sold out to Huntington.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, I don't wonder what is chemical bank. It's just a regular bank, but it's called chemical.
It was just a bank,
That's dumb.
like a
Sounds
money,
like-
like a money bank.
A drug front,
They should
cartel
have
front.
periodic elements and shit in there.
It was like
Or
TCF Chemical for a while. It sold to TCF, and then TCF sold to Huntington, I think.
Interesting.
Did you guys email Tom Potter?
I did not.
No.
We've learned
That
in the
sucks.
Malt Vault that nobody likes to respond to Kenny. I know someone's bowling here.
Yeah. I don't get any juniper or jam taste in this, though.
I don't either. I get snowfall though.
What
That's
is a
for damn
juniper?
sure.
Sorry.
It's a berry.
Has anyone ever
Hallie?
had a straight up?
Like Halle Berry?
I thought it was going to be a flower.
Glad my kids aren't here, so it's quiet.
Juniper.
Yeah, let's Google.
Alicia, what are you getting hints of? Whiffs. If
Do you
have
like the beer?
Not really.
It's an expensive beer though. I picked it up and it was $13.99 for 6.
Yeah, I can't pay you for
For a
this.
6-pack?
It's
Yes.
What is happening?
Yeah.
Why is it so expensive?
It's the market.
for
Yeah, we paid market price.
fucking Harry Potter.
The Malt Vault is now defunct due to market price.
Yep.
Yeah, today we'll be reviewing things that are free.
224 calories, so it's beefy. Put some skin on your bones.
240?
224.
Basically, you have to run a mile and a half.
Oh,
How many muscle ups would it take to work off this beer?
More than any of us could do.
more than one C4 will get you through.
Sorry. Almost came out my nose.
Yeah, it's happened before. I hate that.
Yeah. They're big in community involvement. They have
Sure.
applications to donate. They
Wait, what? Hold on. What does that mean? Applications to donate?
like you can donate on their website.
To them,
For them to donate.
$14
around.
a 6-pack. We got to donate them money.
And then
Wait, so we donate them to them, who they donate to somebody else?
yeah.
They get a tax write-off that
But
way.
a lot of the time they deliver beer to events locally and nationally.
To the underprivileged drinkers.
Well, they're big on LGBTQ outreach.
Yeah, I saw that.
They have a whole Stonewall brew that's for the Stonewall riots.
Oh.
It's got a big rainbow can. They have like 6 or 7 different year round releases, and then they have a bunch. They have a hard seltzer too.
Oh, do they really?
I've never seen it here. It's probably just a Brooklyn thing. I don't know. I don't know the distribution. I couldn't find the distribution of it, but I saw a picture of it. Everybody has a hard seltzer now.
The borough that they're from in Williamsburg was actually historically impoverished Latin, it said.
Brooklyn was poor?
Nope. This part where this is from, right? Brooklyn Brewery in Williamsburg or Williamsport. I forget what I said.
Berg.
Okay. Anyways, it was historically like impoverished warehouses that were there and impoverished Latin people, and they've really revitalized that area. So a few of the articles that I read from first person interviews were
Latin people?
yeah,
Like Carpe Diem?
sure.
Or like,
Magna Carta.
that was England.
Yeah, it might have been.
Word association slipping.
Impoverished warehouse. That's got me thinking Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1. I'm about to go over to the secret room and
You
do
about to bust the
a
glass?
backflip with Andrew Reynolds.
Get that tape, dude.
Roll tape.
Is that where it was?
You want to check tape?
The first tape, when you go down the hill and then you go over the half pipe through the glass, you get a tape
Oh, I don't know. I was
or
just
whatever.
putting on Goldfinger and playing Superman over and over.
Yeah. Oh, that is a good soundtrack.
Yeah.
Frank still listens to that one.
I don't
Young
have,
Frank.
Yeah.
I don't have much else. I don't know how everybody else feels about this beer.
Let's talk about if we like it.
Yeah.
Seth, what do you think?
I think it's a fast one. It goes down fast.
Yeah, it's pretty smooth.
I told you, it's good at gravity.
They're all fast.
It's a gravity beer.
What do you think? You don't like it?
I don't like it.
All right.
I definitely think it tastes like an IPA.
Would Dustin like it?
Yeah.
Just because does he not like? Is there any IPA he dislikes?
Not really. No.
Would he listen to the Wonderwall while drinking this?
Probably.
How many times? On repeat? Shuffle?
Shuffle. Yeah.
How do you listen
Mix
to
it
one
up.
song on shuffle?
I like that.
What is this?
One song shuffle.
Nick
That's our
does
band
he
name.
does things a little differently.
I only listen to that song when it's on shuffle. What? You definitely taste the winter. The winter kind of masks. It's a winter IPA, so it kind of masks the IPA.
I would definitely sled and then drink this after I sled.
Any strong bitter beer is going to be good when it's cold outside, right?
Yeah, probably. You think it would warm you up?
Yeah, I'd buy it. Not for $14 though,
Yeah, it's pretty expensive.
but for whatever 14 divided by 6 is, I'd buy that for one at a bar.
Yeah, but I don't think you're going to get that. You're going to pay market price at a bar.
It's one of those
Yeah.
dollar signs.
Yeah.
I'm out. All right.
Seth, what do you said you think it's fast, right?
Yeah, it's a quick one.
That's done with it.
Slides right down the gullet. No, I was looking for a reading. I had one thing to read.
Like 1 Timothy 3-7.
No, I was gonna go Corinthians.
Nice. Classic.
Yeah. Man, hold on. Oh,
He
Let-
who
we might have
pours
to pause.
Let Seth drink on it for a minute.
Let Seth cook.
A few moments later.
Kenny sent me a text like 18 years ago.
Oh, we're going back that far.
the power of Christ can shred you or can swell you. Is that what it was?
I don't
We're
think
gonna make. We're gonna make.
You definitely didn't send that to me.
Dude, we definitely talked about a gym, like Jesus themed gym. As I said, the power
yeah.
of Christ can swell you, and you said
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ. That's
you
from
said,
a movie.
You said something about a 3-day recovery or something. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, very sacrilegious. It's the best kind of jokes.
I think it's spot on.
So you can get this beer though late fall through winter.
Christ
So
had a 6-pack.
I think we've all agreed that we like it's okay. Alicia doesn't like it.
I feel like the more I drink it, I don't know if I'm just getting used to it or it's
I
getting
think with
smoother.
most heavy alcohol beers, it's gonna numb your taste buds the more you drink
Yeah.
it. So you're probably not gonna rely more on the flavor and more of the effect.
It's hard to find. It's 7%. It's overpriced in our area.
The can's pretty.
I would go
I will
visit their
yeah,
brewery,
It's a really cool can.
but I'm not going to seek it out. I don't love it. It's good enough. It does nothing special about it for me.
This is something pretty cool. It's
Unless-
got the Ball label. You know, like Ball mason jars and like canning supplies.
Most
Ball is written on it.
most cans have that.
A few moments later.
I think it'll be a quick one.
What, quick, like I'm gonna have a quick answer, or quick, like I'm gonna stand up and walk out.
Oh,
I don't know. Wait, hold on. No, the last time you walked off, it was for reasons not related to the podcast. Right?
Yeah, I don't remember.
was it? I don't know.
No, it's Kenny got him mad.
Yeah,
Why?
No, he doesn't.
Kenny was.
Cyclops. What?
Lean into the mic, X-Men.
What did I do?
You were enjoying Nick's elongated laughter. I don't know what the fuck.
It was a real laugh. Too.
No, I wasn't.
Nick, every laugh is a real laugh, from what I hear.
My dog's never getting a bone again.
Did you say boner boner?
See, there, I knew it was coming.
You knew it was coming. Yeah,
Just
I
Nick
think
was
I
like-
actually knew that one was
he's like,
coming.
"Can
I'm
we get-"
learning.
He's like, "Can we get one more letter on there? That would greatly excite me." Okay.
Ready?
Malt Vault advice column.
Oh,
Malt Boys. This was before we had Malt Woman with us.
Thanks.
My coworker has a podcast. What's one thing I can convince them to say on air to get them canceled / fired? Seth can start. This is from Drunk in Detroit.
go ahead.
Seth can start.
I want to
Look at
hear.
me. I'm not Seth.
No, I don't know.
What are you gonna say?
You're like, no, I
What are
like
you gonna
my
say
job.
That's gonna get there.
Okay. Let's just have a callback here. The last time I said something completely outrageous, it was at my house,
Okay.
and I actually had to cut it completely. Like I didn't even put it in and bleep it because what Nick wanted to do, his solution to get around this, because people were going to ask what the hell I said, because their reactions were pretty wild.
I definitely want to know now.
Not only ask, but pressure, like torture you to tell us.
Nick was like, no, I told them, I said, just tell them that we can't say. And Nick was like, actually, I'll just create a bigger lie. His solution was to lie his way out of it.
Solid.
And I was like, okay, we are cutting this completely now.
No, it's not that it is definitely a bigger lie, right? But I thought it would be funny for us to create this elaborate story to kind of galvanize the audience.
They never found the body, so you're good.
So far, yeah. I don't think they're going to
I
find
could
it.
think of a lot of anti-Semitic words that would probably get someone's
What episode
podcast
was
killed
this?
off.
Okay.
That's what I would go with, but I wouldn't
What,
personally do
what
that.
specific
Nope,
specific
not gonna
words?
say, don't bait me.
No, what words wouldn't you say?
That's Nick's drug of choice.
What words wouldn't I say?
Yeah, what would be some no-no words?
Throat goat.
You're not losing your job for that.
Is anyone brave enough?
No, I'm not going to say anything that would get me in trouble.
Have you seen? I've already talked about this on the podcast. You spoon face.
No, I get it.
Yeah. Got it. Tosh point oh.
I don't get that one.
Yeah, it
You had to be there.
Had to be there. Okay.
You were old enough. You were still under 5 foot tall.
There we go. I was waiting for the elf callback to.
I actually am 5 foot now, so probably 5'1" in my heels today.
Do we have an answer for drunken Chicago?
Yeah.
Drunk in Detroit.
Whatever. Sorry, his brother, drunken Detroit. His specific question was: we gotta do advice. We gotta give him an answer, otherwise no one will write us.
But can we?
What
I did. I
would
said
get-
anti-Semitic
What would get
comment.
you fired is the question, not do it. Right?
Yeah.
How do you get someone fired?
But how do we recommend what he gets them to say without saying it on the podcast ourselves
It's a
to
paradox.
get canceled?
It's a paradox. Mm-hmm. I want to say he was trying to get you canceled.
It's a trap.
It's a trap.
Nick, would you say this is a thought experiment?
It's definitely a thought experiment.
THOT.
Thought.
I get it.
Yeah.
I experiment with some thoughts.
I was going to bring that up. I meant to talk to you about that.
We should end this one so Seth doesn't have to edit as much
Yeah.
more.
Thank you for joining us today on the Malt Vault. Paying some homage to the Brooklyn Dodgers. Can't talk. Can't talk, won't talk.
Support Nick sending his hat back.
Yeah. Here, take that.
You're like one of those people with the ice cream cones.
What is that? I've never seen that.
They do like fake. They hand them an ice cream cone and then they like take it back and then they keep like doing tricks with it. You never seen that?
No.
What? Seems like a dog and pony show.
Yeah.